guys, we're going to talk about your next deliverable, the design proposal. You're basically proposing a solution to your supervisors and asking them, can we move forward with this? Here's the agenda. We'll talk about the guidelines for the deliverable, and then we'll talk about the oral presentation part of this. It's not a written proposal. Woohoo! Then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so you have your 5 different options that you came up with after brainstorming. Those are the ones that you have considered. Then you're going to have a design option that you actually want to move forward with and start prototype. So you're going to explain that and support that using your decision analysis tools. The purpose of this is also to request feedback from your supervisor saying, can I move forward with this? So the format, it's a staff presentation, about 7 to 9 minutes in length. That means someone needs to keep track of time. About 8 slides, and you will dress business casual. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So at the beginning, this is what you're going to talk about. Briefly describing project specs, constraints, objectives. Does this sound familiar? You've done this for every deliverable thus far. In the middle, you will have your subtopics, so your design method, the evaluation process, the decision analysis tools that you use to evaluate those options, and then your proposed design that you're going to move forward with. Your graphics need to support this. Don't just throw in some pictures and sketches because you need them, but they actually are presenting your project concept, the alternatives, and the illustrations all need to be labeled, guys. So whatever they are, drawings, sketches, photos, graphs, whatever, make sure that they are supporting what you're saying. At the end, you're going to talk about the scope of work that you have left to be done and your schedule, and then summarize what you covered, and then ask for questions and request approval to proceed. So here's a suggested outline. I'll let you guys read this. Sound good? Now we'll talk about the oral presentation. We want you to leave a good first impression. True, right? You never get that chance again. So what do people notice about you? If they've never met you before, or even if you're just walking to a team meeting or walking into a presentation, people always notice first what you're wearing. Then they notice, what is your body language saying about you? Are you confident? Are you kind? What are you saying? They're going to hear next. So what are you actually saying? And then how do you say that? What your tone conveys is very important. So what do you notice about these two? Hopefully you see their posture, they're confident, they're professionals. They're looking each other in the eye, they're smiling, and they're dressed professionally. So what you wear actually plays a supporting role. Are you taking this presentation, the interview, or your job seriously? So for the purposes of this class, we're going to talk about business professional and business casual type of dress. Remember when we talked about the audiences? Right now we're talking about the design proposal. You're using business casual dress to do this deliverable. Your final design report, however, you will use business professional clothing. So take a look at this. Guys, what do you notice? Hopefully you saw the tie, the collared shirt, the pants that match the jacket, the belt that matches the shoes that are not tennis shoes. What do you think? Business professional. Nice. What about this one? Collared shirt, pants don't have to be matching any kind of suit jacket, but your shoes are also business. Okay, girls, what do you notice about this? Make sure you're comfortable in whatever shoes you wear. I've had girls eat it coming into or leaving presentations because they weren't comfortable walking in the high heels that they wore. Flats are fine. Make sure your neckline is high and your skirt length is business professional. So make sure it's right above the knee, if not lower. This is business casual. So again, high neckline, more casual, so flats or lower heels. You can wear a skirt or dress, your pants are a little more casual. There's a little more options. What can you not wear? I have at least 20% of my students coming in wearing tennis shoes, and they're like, oh, I need to get some shoes. Please get it before this presentation. And then t-shirts still don't look good, even if you wear them under a suit jacket. Girls, sandals are not business professional or casual, nor are tennis shoes. And the biggest problem I see is the skirt length needs to convey that you are taking this presentation seriously as a professional. What do you not wear? Keep in mind the business part of business casual. Okay, so body language. There may be differences internationally, but we'll discuss these. The posture, if you're sitting at a table doing a roundtable discussion, or if you're standing up giving a presentation, your posture says a lot about your confidence in the material that you are giving. Please shake hands with your supervisor or with your client or judge at the end of the semester. Make sure that's firm, keep your hands clean and dry, but don't crush them. And then your face. Are you making eye contact? This is so important. I know it's hard, but you need to work on it. And then smile. Are you actually interested in what you're talking about? If you're not presenting, even if you're just standing up there or sitting on the side, you need to be interested in the presentation. You are saying a lot about the content of what your team is presenting, even if you're not up there talking. So, what do you notice about this guy? Eye contact. He's smiling. He cares about what he's talking about. Okay, the professional dress, and he has great posture. Speak slowly. It helps you to be calmer. Okay, so here's some reminders. Try not to use note cards or a script. That means you need to practice. Practice everything, your opening, your closing, everything that you say in between. It is so obvious to us whether you have practiced or not. And then make sure that all of your graphics are dark enough to see. Dark enough, or we can't see what you're talking about. Okay, is this true? Eventually, but we want to see that you guys are making progress through the semester. You need to practice. It's pretty obvious. Okay, all that said, guys, we really want you to make a good first impression. Not just for this class presentation, but for your interview for that internship or your interview for your career someday. Practice really helps you get better. So we want you to be successful in your internship and in your career someday. That's why you came here. Good luck!